a.m. only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Dailies today on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, Lagos, welcome back at Still the Morning Crossfire right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. I'm Kofi Bartels. It's good to know you're there listening to us. Chef Corey isn't available today, of course. As programs manager of Nigeria Info, he has his hands full sometimes, and so I'll be sitting in for now for the next couple of weeks or so right here. Don't forget, I beg to differ, starts today, the Tournament of Champions National Finals. So you have to tune in to 99.3 Nigeria for this evening. And of course, we have Kids FM as well. Brand new spanking tear rubber children's radio station. And for the national finals, if you've loved listening to I Beg to Differ over the years, this is a brand new direction for the program, that event, which is a national finals, bringing the champions all over the country, to one place so they can debate themselves. Let's see who is who. I don't know who you're rooting for, but I know those of you in Lagos know the contestant from Lagos said probably we're rooting for them. But we have people coming from other parts of the country as well, so you never can tell. Will Lagos take it at the end of the day, or those who are coming from outside Lagos win? Well, tune in tonight or this evening and find out. On Dailies today, let's quickly get to the papers. There's a paper here that I think it's quite good, but we don't normally talk about it, but we always have it here in the office, and that is New Telegraph. In fact, most of the stories that we should cover today by New Telegraph, so I'm going to use New Telegraph to cover stories that all the other papers are covering, the relevant ones. While we look at them, we'll look at them, but we'll borrow from New Telegraph, and use that to cover what all the papers are saying today. Basically, there are stories that are shared amongst all the papers are covering them. So take it from New Telegraph. 020127709993, 020127709993. I'll start with the stories on the front page of The Nation, a paper I wasn't able to look at properly because I picked up the Sunday copy instead. So they also have the advert by Comrade Isa Abubakar, who's the president, Northern Youth Council of Nigeria. I don't know how the president of Northern Youth Council of Nigeria has enough money to buy a full front page, almost a full front page of Nation, full front page of Punch, and then full front page of Daily Trust. Youth, those days were youth leader. I don't know, he's just a young person who is just trying to, but hey, you never can tell. Maybe the members of the group pay dues, and so if the members of the group pay dues, National Youth Council of Nigeria, is it a group? Is that the money that should be used to buy in a front page? Maybe he has his own business he doesn't know, but I hope he's not one of those youth leaders who is 40-something or 50-something. In my church, once you're 30, you're no longer entitled to be in the youth group. Once you're 30, you're out. Anyway, let's leave that for another day. On the front page of today's Nation, lawmakers slam Obasanjo over salary fixing claim. You're all aware of what he said when Ikenga Gochinyere led 5 other lawmakers, House of Reps members, to go tell Obasanjo, hey, we have a bill that seeks to create a 6-year presidential tenure, rotational between the north and south of the country. We need your support. And Obasanjo hit hard at the legislature in the country. In fact, he says most politicians in Nigeria should be jailed. I don't know if he's part of those he's talking about. Some of you, right from 5 a.m. when we put this story out on our lead, have been saying, leave the messenger and then address the message. But some of you are saying, hey, Obasanjo himself, who is saying that the National Assembly members are fixing their own salaries illegally instead of allowing Ramfac fix it for them. And they're also taking payouts, handouts from the federal government. So we are saying he should, first of all, look at himself. He is a situation of kettle calling pot black. He said they took 200 million naira each from the presidency. They've come out to deny, especially the spokesperson of the Senate has said Obasanjo should present evidence. Anybody out there who has evidence that they collected money from the president should present evidence. And also that they don't fix their salaries. They're saying that the National Assembly today is different from what was obtainable or what existed when Obasanjo was president. They don't fix their salaries. So I wonder what email prayers Akpabi was talking about when he made that statement. Well, more from the paper. Price cut, more trips on Lagos Blue Rail Line. Red Line yet to take off. Stories on Details on page 26 of today's Nation. Ladoja bows to receive beaded crown as Otun Olu. Pardon, I got that right. NLC rejects police explanation on action at its headquarters. Police said they went there to chase a prime suspect in an investigation that they were conducting. More, let's go to other papers. Front page of Vanguard. Big one on front page says, end blame game, halt bad policies. Labour, Obi, Lukman, tell Tinubu. And a lot of writers, as usual, with the Vanguard. Labour alleges harassment, intimidation of members by government. Says invasion of Labour House, a deliberate attempt at provocation. Condemns plans to frame up innocent citizens on trumped-up charges. Protests call for leadership against leadership action against growing poverty. Will be hunger protests. Enough grounds to impeach Tinubu governors. That's coming from Lukman. Okay. Monkeypox, FG directs travelers to Nigeria to fill health declaration form. Show of shame, 9 billion naira wasted, 88 athletes, no medal. It's what the Vanguard is saying. They call it Nigeria's poorest Olympics outing. John Owaneno, senator, who is a minister of sports, put himself on the chopping block, coming out to explain to Nigerians. And some Nigerians, like Burna Boy said, will say, go explain tire. I think the minister should have just played it quiet and allow the federations come out to talk. But he is coming out, and he gave a press conference, I think, at the Nigerian embassy in Paris, and he is blaming the federations, saying that they are responsible for the poor performance, that government gave them everything that they asked for. All right, and he is not to blame, but they will look into it, and hopefully we should look at better Olympics in 2028. All right. 10 die in Abia truck accident, 25 missing in Sokoto boat mishap. Senator Obasanjo, your claims that we fix our salaries, allowances uncharitable are still on the front page of today's Vanguard. Let's quickly go to the front page of today's Guardian. Electricity tariff may spike over weak fiscal position, 2.1 trillion naira subsidy. Details on page 6 of today's Guardian. The riders to that concerns as NEC removes FG from commercial model and forces bilateral market. Illiquidity worsens 4 years after CBN set up escrow account. The power plants may shut down as poor remittances threaten 6,000 megawatts target. So, where are the gains of this tariff hike that have been touted by the federal government, especially Adelabu, the Minister of Power? They have some infographic there. Outstanding debt before Tinubu's government, as in power sector, 3.3 trillion naira. Power sector debt to banks, $1.9 billion. Subsidy in 2024, 2.1 trillion naira. On metered customers, 7.3 million naira. This power sector, thing, I don't know what's going on. Lots not working there, and something is not right about it. Who are those who got the licenses when PHCN was unbundled? Who are those who formed the companies? Oh, let's move on to other stories on the front page of today's Guardian. Probe $1.5 billion, $3 billion loans to states. FG. SRAP urges Tinubu $1.5 billion dollar loan and $3 billion loan. I was trying to read up on, read some more about the $500 million Nigeria for Women Scale-Up loan that Minister of Women Affairs, Uju Waneye, said that was what she refused to sign, and it's what made the Senate come after her. She later, withdrew her statement. I was trying to read some more, but there's a lot going on with these loans. Sometimes you wonder, okay, how will the government pay back? What are the motives or what's the thinking behind it? What's the model behind it? When they say, come and take loan. She was alleging that certain contractors with the World Bank or staff of World Bank are asking for 40% of the loan money, and she was to make 5% of it, and she said she won't sign. But that has been refuted by the World Bank. But it makes you wonder, what exactly is the plan to pay back these loans? Are these loans given in the interest of Nigeria or not? Your questions to be asked. More from today's Guardian. Police press cultism cybercrime charges against protesters. Ondo Guba candidate. NDIC reimburses Heritage Bank customers with less than 5 million naira deposits. NLC demands apology from FG police over raid of its headquarters. National Assembly pushes back on pay storm as OB others flake cost of governance. Edo Refinery decries NNPCL's failure to supply crude. Protest. Police arrest 99 suspects for murder, vandalism in Borno. Bandits kill soldiers, invade villages. displays hundreds of households in Sokoto. It's so interesting to see the thousands of Nigerians that are arrested over the protests compared to, well, let's leave it at that. On the front page of today's Punch, courtesy of Comrade Isa Abubakar, the youth president, is taking over most of the front page. Punch has just little space for these headlines. Dangote Petrol, marketers wait as delivery date extended again. Right after that, refinery needs 15 cargoes for September. Only 6 cargoes supplied. Hunger protest, police detain or begin trial, rather, of 1,135 detained demonstrators. I don't know when they're going to, whether they've started a trial of those who attacked the journalist, Bernard Akede at Ojota, because, we gave the police CP 7 days. So he needs to do that within 7 days, I don't know when they're going to arraign those guys as well. ICPC arrests knock-on officials over 90 billion naira Hajj subsidy. Details on page 8. And the only headline on the front page of today's Daily Trust, courtesy of Medisa Worker Youth President, who's taking most of the space. Terrorists kill 4 soldiers in Sokoto. Really sad. Burn patrol vehicles. Military launches manhunt. All right, let's go over to you. 0201 277 0993. We'll read details as time goes on. And 0201 465 7190 email is. If you've called already before, please don't call again. You called 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, don't call again. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Kofi.
Welcome. Your name, location, and
My
headline.
name is Ndubisi calling from Ijaniki.
Welcome.
Bandit kill 4 soldiers and arrest some villagers. Yes, protesters will not carry gun, will not carry cutlass. They carry soldier, Air Force, Civil Defense, Police, pursue them. Bandits are carrying gun, nobody's pushing them. It is good. Whatever you sow, you reap.
Hello, bro. Hello, sir. No, don't say it is good that Nigerian soldiers are killed. It's not.
I'm not saying it's good. No, okay. I'm not supporting the kill Nigerian soldiers. I said what you sow in life, you reap. It's normal language now.
No, you said it. You said it's good. That's why.
No. I do not mean that it's good when they kill soldiers. Not what I mean.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
And again, now our people that went to Olympic, it's a shame they went there to start to borrow bicycle and they spent over 9.something billion. It is good. Everything will be showing. Everything should be exposing itself.
Thank you very much for your time.
Minister shouting.
Thank you very much.
You want to explain? Who asked him?
Thank you very much for your time, sir. I appreciate you calling. Please, let's exercise the highest amount of decorum. It's a public space. Please. Okay. Appreciate your time. Hello. Good morning.
Eddie.
Name?
Engineer Christian Agazelo calling from Ijibo.
You never called today, Abby?
I don't call you. I think the time has elapsed now.
No. If you've called, I said if you've called already, don't call again.
I called by 5.
No. One call per listener per show.
For your program.
Yeah.
No,
Send message. Send me. Let's allow others call. Thank you very much. 99.3.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
It's Madam Ifio. I just want to greet you. And it's been long we heard from your friend in Abuja now. What happened? The women said they want to remove blast for their body for rap. It's like 1 month now. I've not heard his voice. What's up in Abuja?
Madam, if you leave my friend alone.
Good morning, weekend friend.
Don't worry. I to hear from him. All right. 99.3. Good morning.
Good morning, Kofi.
Welcome. Your name and headline, please.
Yeah, Patrick is calling from Okota.
Welcome, Patrick.
I was exactly going to ask you, the ultimatum 7 days you gave, is it directed at the IG or the Lagos State Police Commissioner?
No, definitely Lagos State, not IG.
So what is the update now? Because it is your member now. You are supposed to take up this case, like I challenged NUJ the other day. So what is the leadership of NUJ really doing about it? We are interested in this very case because it's lying in your own domain.
We'll ask the NUJ what they're doing about it. I'll get back to you on it. We'll also ask the police CP, who is a friend of the house. He's a nice man, and I trust that he'll get to the bottom of this. It was August 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 5 days, so there are 2 more days. I'll try and find out from our friends at the Nigeria Police Force Lagos State Command. All right, we'll try and find out from our friends there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time. All right, but that they must not be allowed to slide under the carpet. It's not one of those stories we should forget about. At least they must do is to apologize to Bernard Akede, all right, and to the television station News Central TV and to all journalists for what they did, and then maybe they can settle amicably. But they must be fished out. Something must be done. 99.3. Good morning.
Kofi, good morning.
Yeah, please turn off your radio set. What's your name?
My name is Dennis.
Benis?
D for Dennis.
Dennis. Okay, good morning, Dennis. Welcome. Sorry about that. Which headline?
I want to know what's the total numbers arrested?
The Punch says, hold on. Excuse me. But we know about those charged to court. The Punch says 1,135.
Nationwide?
Yes, seems so, yes.
Okay, and they will be charged to court?
Yeah, they begun the trial of these people.
For what offense?
Well, one paper said some of them are charging them with cybercrime. Another paper said they're charging some of them with cybercrime. Oh my God, I'm going to look for it somewhere in one of the papers.
Okay, find out while I listen.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I'll look for it. Yeah, somewhere I saw it. I think I read it out. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for your time. Okay, so the Guardian said, cultism. Some of them are charged with cultism. Some are charged with cybercrime and others. Yeah. Cultism, cybercrime, etc. Please turn off your radio set. I'm sure even waving the Russian flag will be part of it. Hello, good morning.
Okay, Kofi, I hear you. Now, Omenka, they talk.
Omenka from northern Nigeria.
Kofi, these people, some people will carry grievances, call they talk, say, this person like that person like that. Meanwhile, they are party members. We know them. So, Kofi, you were saying something about Obasanjo.
Yeah.
Calling senators, giving their names.
Yeah.
Look, Kofi, Obasanjo started this whole thing. I'm telling you, he started everything. In fact, instead of him to rearrange Nigeria when he had that opportunity, he came and destroyed Nigeria the more. And that is why today I would never blame APC. This whole problem we are facing has all started during PDP time. Yes. That is when they devise means on how to steal money in billions.
All right. Thank you, Omenka.
When I was growing up, when I hear say people steal money in millions,
thank you.
Everywhere they shake. But now, trillions.
Thank you very much. Your time is up. Appreciate you calling in, Omenka. Thank you. We're streaming live on Facebook and live on YouTube, so please head there. You can watch the program live and drop your comments. I'm looking out for all of you who will be, tuning in on our YouTube. Looking for your comments as well on those of you who will be tuning in on our Facebook. I see a number of you there. Hi. Okay. On WhatsApp, the number is 08095975805. 08095975805. I don't know about what you guys think about this NLC saga, because yesterday they held a meeting and they released a communique. They held a meeting before, but released a communique from its National Executive Committee, NEC. And part of what they are saying is that the federal government should stop harassing people with opposing ideologies. But some will also point to the fact that some of the leaders of the conveners, organizers, and sponsors of the End Bad Governance protest called out the NLC for not showing their face at the protest. And then after some days or hours, they began to make statements to say, this and that about the protest, we condemn this, we condemn Nigerians must be allowed to protest, blah, blah, blah. But where were they? Some will ask. And now the police went and raided the office, and the NLC is now center of attraction. I don't know if the protesters see the NLC as fighting for them or for their cause or not. But part of what they said in their communique covered the protests and the results. And they're saying the government should stop harassing people with opposing ideology. Protest is not a crime. And that those who have been jailed should be released. And I also see statements from the likes of Peter Obi. I see statements from other people. But I ask Nigerians, whilst the protests been going on, some people were violent, some people were not violent. We condemn violence, but we believe that protest is a right of every Nigerian as long as to do that within the ambits of the law. The question I've asked myself and I've been asking is, those politicians, especially, let's leave APC, they're in government, you're protesting against them, right? Those opposition politicians who were shouting, vote for me, vote for me, vote for me, 2023, where were they doing the protest against bad governance? Today, the 200 million naira that Obasanjo is alleging members of the National Assembly collected from the president. The opposition politicians, are they part of it? The fixing of salary that Obasanjo is alleging, which they've denied, all right, in the National Assembly, against the law. the opposition politicians, are they part of it? How many Labour Party, National Assembly and State House of Assembly politicians came out to protest against bad governance? How many People's Democratic Party, National Assembly members, State House of Assembly members, governors came out to protest against bad governance? How many NNPP, House of Assembly, National Assembly members came out to protest against bad governance? How many AAC candidates, and even those who were elected, if they have any at all, came out to protest against bad governance? The presidential candidates were tweeting. They were tweeting safely in their homes. These guys are the guys who are meant to be leading anything against protest against bad governance. But Nigerians were left on their own. And they're playing good boy. Because they're all male. They're playing good boy. In countries where you have political change, it is the opposition leaders who are the ones who are leaders of protests. But in Nigeria, opposition politicians prefer to tweet from the safety of their homes. You will never see them at the front lines. That's why I say these guys, for me, are not it. For me, are not it. I knew they won't come out. I knew they won't. All they know to do is to tweet. Where was Atiku? Where was Kwankwaso? Where was Obi? Where was Showore? Well, he'll be on the program. He'll tell me where he was. But at least Showore was the one who was promoting the protest. So, in fact, some of them came out to say they are not part of the protest initially. And then later came out to say, oh, it's why are you being diplomatic about? Today, Nigerians have been killed. You are there condemning it. Nigerians have been arrested, incarcerated. You are there condemning it. Then you come out and say Nigeria should vote for you. What are you doing for them? I keep telling Nigeria, it's not about election. It's about what you do before elections or between elections. It is not enough to talk. You have to do. That's why I say this crop of opposition politicians will be no different from those who are there. For those who are there today were opposition leaders yesterday. You have to have I'm telling you that those who are in a position today, when they get there, will be the same, if not worse. Because there is no radical difference between their ideology, their modus operandi, and more importantly, the politics they play. There is no radical difference between the politics they play and the politics those who are there today are playing. There is none. Apart from condemning the government, what else? The values, the political values that you practice is the same. It's the same. It's the same. You know, in the Bible, you have the children of Israel. I'm going to use that example, yeah? Who said we're not going to eat meat from the king's table. We're not going to break the law of the Lord. We're not going to associate with heathens. Because our laws don't allow us. You have politicians who are begging, the same people today are condemning, begging them to come and support them in elections. So when you get there, what are you going to do? Are you going to convict somebody who you helped you to win an election? No. And I think these are the opportunities Nigerians are being given, golden opportunity to see who is who. But of course, no. Nigerians will not see it. Okay, I'll go back to the phone lines, really. Let's just take some more calls. We are the ones who are enemies, so we'll be called names and all that. We'll be called names. 99.3. Good morning.
My name is Zeke. I'm calling from First Start this morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, talking about politicians, the case you are making for APC is not holding water for me. I must be very
excuse me. Did you hear me well?
I hear you.
Excuse me, please. Excuse me.
Calm down.
Excuse me. I'm not making a case for AP. You got it wrong, ab initio. You got it wrong from the. Oh my God! Please, you have to go replay the video so you can get your facts right. How can you call in and say I'm making a case for APC? Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Kofi. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
What I just want to say.
No, you've called already now. You've called already.
Okay, I said what I want.
No, you called already. That's another listener. Okay. To the gentleman, you have to get your facts right, okay? You can't come and then lie on my program. Did I make a case for APC?
Hello?
Hello, good morning. It's a problem we have. Welcome in.
I want to ask. The revelation from Obasanjo made that they fix their salary. Then what is the work of IPC, ICPC, and EFCC? What is the president doing about this allegation? If the president can't do anything about this and ICPC and EFCC can't do anything about it, then the country we are fighting for is dead already. That's all I want to say.
All right,
the
thank you very
president
much.
must sit up to this allegation and give us the facts.
All right. Okay, thank you very much for your time. 99.3, good morning.
Hello, Kofi.
Welcome, good morning. Good morning. Your name?
My name is Godman.
All right, Godman, your headline?
Just want to tell you that the worst PDP is better than the best APC, in my own opinion. So whatever they want to say, we can see is already we already see. So Obasanjo saying that Obasanjo is still better than them. In his claim, we're still doing better than what they're having now. So they have no claim. And when he was there, he was more of a down-to-earth president. When he tells you do this, he will set his example. He will buy a car that is not expensive to give an example for the public. So it's far better than what we have now. Than they will tell you, fighting up, because you are at the expense, you are buying luxury, you are living in luxury. So that's far better. He has every mouth to speak in that regard.
All right. Thank you very much. All right, the West PDP is better than the best APC. Okay, 99.3, good morning.
Good morning, Kofi.
Welcome. What's your name? Where are you listening to us from?
My name is Ayo from Igodo.
All right, headline?
Yeah, National Assembly denying that they fix salary. Well, the fact is that the salary might have been fixed by a certain body. They who fix their own allowances. They fix themselves because there's a budget presentable to the executive that has been approved. That budget is for what? Who bought 170 million naira? If not dollar or something. Very, very cool for them. Where did they get that money? So it's not denying that matters. It is things. Obasanjo is speaking as somebody who was a president. He has experience. So you know what he's saying. This government can deny it. Even if you like, cut them red-handed, they will deny it. So it's not denying that is the issue here. Let them come out and tell us how much is that take-home pay in a month.
All right,
tell Nigerians if they are bold enough.
Thank you very much for your time. 99.3, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, cannot hear you. Call back. We don't have more time for you. 99.3, good morning. Oh my, I don't know what is wrong with your line or the lines. Just going to read a few messages here before we go. The messages are on fire. Okay, this one says, it says, Kofi, you have told the truth. There is no difference between those in power and those outside power. So what thing we go do now? You sure hope, say hope day for this Nigeria. So even Labour self now for Nigeria from Mariga. I think the biggest tragedy are Nigerians who can't even read or see what is in front of them, what is hiding in plain sight. You know, like I've said this thing now, someone is accusing me of making a case for APs. Probably because he has a sentimental attachment to one of the parties or candidates and he feels hurt. Can't say the truth. You know what I'm saying? Nigerians need to, the Bible says, test every spirit. You know, that's how you know a false prophet. You understand? But Christians will say, touch not my anointed, which is stupid. Because my Bible tells me, test every spirit. My Bible tells me that in the last days, there will be many who will lead the faithful astray. Many shall arise, many false prophets shall arise. Which means the majority of those who are there today are false prophets, masquerading as preachers. So you test every spirit. You know, you have a benchmark. Nigerians see the politician or politicians who will not be part of the old order. You know, so those who come masquerading as new politicians but are part of the old order, you wave them away. Let's go.
Without choice, there's no loyalty.
We remain loyal to bringing you the details and stories around the world.
The boys in that environment were just shooting and pursuing there.
Shooting?
I escaped that place in a whisker.
Oh, AP, PDP, they are comedians.
I'm not going to come to this platform to campaign for anybody. I will not stand there because it's a problem.
Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
It's 8 o'clock.
The news update on 99.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.